Hello students, welcome again in our online study class. Today we are on page number 3 and this is our 5th video. In the last 4 videos we learned about the material, written and oral sources of history, and in the 4th video we also learn about the photographs. It is a video, audio and audio visual sources, right? And in it today we will see about the recordings, right? What is recordings that I will do? Recording, it is an experiment of capturing sound. It is an experiment. It was an experiment. Now it is used on the large scale and it is available in the every device. Many of the device it is available easily now. In the mobile also we can record. We have the different electronic gadgets to record the sound and picture, but initially it was an experiment to capture the sound on a recording medium or on the recording machine. And what was the purpose? To record for preservation and reproduction of the sound, and it was begun in the first decade of 18th century. It was begun in the first century of 18th century, and initially it was in the audio form only. And these recordings, when the discovery of technique of recording was also as important as photography, how it is useful in the study of modern Indian history, we have studied in the last video. Now these recordings are also very useful for the study of modern Indian history. Recording is a form of audio source of history, and during modern period the speeches of leaders or the important personalities, songs and motivational songs, then the poems, these were available in the form of recordings, and these recordings can be used as a source of history. These recordings, these are very authenticable source of modern Indian history, and with the help of these recordings we can get an information. We can listen the speeches of the great personalities and so on. And as an example, nowadays that national anthem Jana Gana Mana sung by Rabindranath Tagore, then the national song and many other songs are available in the form of recording. Or speeches of Subhash Chandra Bose can be used as an audio sources for the study of modern Indian history. Now the speeches of Subhash Chandra Bose, speeches of Mahatma Gandhi, speeches of the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, that are available in the audio form, and with the help of this we can come on the right conclusion. Right, this is the importance of the recordings. Now is done. Next is their audio video films. Films are considered as a unique discovery of modern technology. Unique discovery of the modern technology. In the 20th century, there was a great development in the technique of filmmaking. Dadasaheb Phalke, the first filmmaker of Marathi, and these films are considered as a unique discovery of modern technology. And in the films we can listen also and we can see ends audio and video, both can be seen. Means very authenticable source of modern Indian history. And in the 20th century there was a great development in a technique of filmmaking. Dadasaheb Phalke in the year 1913. See now, listen again. In the filmmaking technique, Dadasaheb Phalke in the year 1913 laid the foundation of Indian film industry. Who laid the foundation? Dadasaheb Phalke. And in which year? In the 1930. And in the memory of Dadasaheb Phalke, the award is also given to the filmmakers in the memory of Dadasaheb Phalke Award. And in the year 1913 laid the foundation of Indian film history. Audio visual recordings of Dandi Yatra Salt Satyagraha, Dandi Yatra. We will learn ahead what is it is related to associated with Mahatma Gandhi, Salt Satyagraha, Quiet India Movement, and such other historical incidents are available through these films. The events could be seen in reality. These films, the foundation, the Dadasaheb Phalke in the year 1930 laid the foundation of Indian film industry, audiovisual source, and with the help of these films we can see Dandi Yatra's films, Salt Satyagraha, Quiet India, and many other films can be seen, and that gives through these films the events could be seen as it is in reality, how it was happen. Now next, compared to ancient and medieval period, the sources of study of modern Indian history are found in abundance and variety. The archaeological sources of this period are to a great extent found in a better state. There are many written sources preserved in the archives. But while referring the written sources, the ideology and opinion of the authors regarding the particular event need to be examined. There is a great need of preserving these historical sources through which the rich tradition of history can be handed over to the next generation. And in this last paragraph we have to learn about how these historical sources helps us to study the modern Indian history, and these sources written, oral and material. This referring the written sources, ideology and opinions of the authors regarding the particular event needs to be cross-examined, and for that these sources of history helps. And this is the great, it is a great need to preserve these historical sources through which the rich tradition of history can be handed over to the next generation. And it is, friends, it is our duty to preserve these all the historical sources through which the tradition of our country or rich tradition of our country can be handed over to the next generation. So today we are on the last page of the first lesson, and in this we learn about the photographies, recordings and films.